Hello everyone, this is Hemang Pandit, known as Mentor Hemang, and our podcast series we are going to start. And we already started, we recorded a few episodes. This is our episode 4, and we have this power couple from Singapore, Sam and Jenny, and we are going to hear about their failures before they achieve success in their life. So, hello Sam and Jenny, welcome to my podcast.
Hello, Heyman. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Himan, for having us in your podcast interview.
So, before we go and talk about your success, we would like to know your life before you became successful, the problems, the challenges, the failures you have. So people can learn that every successful person goes through a lot of challenges and failures before they actually reach there. Because my podcast is actually called Learning from Failures.
Oh, I see.
So
Interesting.
we will start first with Sam. So tell us about your life before becoming successful.
Okay. First, Himan, I'm already 65 years of age now, so it's quite a journey that I've walked through. Of course, life is really very challenging. Always there's a up, there's a down. Okay, and prior to that, I was in the sales and management business, and subsequently, I also became my own sole proprietor as a businessman. And during the 1997 financial crisis in Asia, I was so badly hit that eventually I went bankrupt.
Oh,
Yeah. So, and that was, it caught me at the wrong time because I was into what they call it the midlife crisis, which I was in my early 40s, and 4 children at home, with a beautiful wife. Okay, and so there's a bit of a challenge to really upkeep the family, but I learned in life it's not what really that happened to us. It's more important. Okay, what are we going to do about things that happen to
yes.
us? Okay, and they say never give up, never die. Okay, continue to find opportunity. See, and eventually, 21 years ago, no, we start life all over again at the age of in our mid, at my mid 40. Yeah.
So, before I go further and ask Jenny, what was the lowest point of your life?
The lowest point of my life was when my bank account is -0 and my pocket is also minus, and then I need to put food on the table for the children. That is the most lowest point of my life.
Did you ever think from there or that you will be successful all over again with all these things you went through? Or at some point you had this thought, okay, no, I don't think it's over. It's not going to happen again.
Like I say, I'm a fighter. I never give up. But I have to be very honest. Subconsciously, I have fear
Yeah.
that will I be able to make it again? See, but thank God that the positive mindset always that no, as long as I'm still healthy, I'm still alive, there's always another chance. Okay, and I keep looking forward that one day
Yep.
I will defeat what is happening to me now.
Absolutely. Fantastic. And Jenny, tell us about yourself then.
Me? Okay, I don't have a fantastic childhood. I was brought up by a single mom, and I don't really see my mom very often. So my grandma is always there for me. So because we don't have a lot of money, we are not rich. I quit school after my secondary school. I decided to not waste time to start making my first income,
Yes.
so that I don't feel like I'm a responsible. My family is responsible for me to my living, right? So then I went out to work. Work life wasn't easy because you need to really fight for your time and make money. But thank God I was trained to be a salesperson. So in order for me to make more money is to know how to sell more.
Yeah.
Because it's what I'm working is selling cosmetic, making good commission based. And then subsequently, then I realized that working for someone will not bring me big dreams because your boss is the one that control your
True.
pay, and then the boss is the one that decided what time you go to work and what time you go home. So at the age of 26, I decided to venture into my first business. I went to open up a F&B restaurants.
Fantastic.
So then I became a bankrupt at the age of 30. But when the period when I came out and become an entrepreneur, it was the time that I learned the most because the people that you meet and the journey that you go through, you
Yes.
can't learn it in school.
In school or in a job as well.
Yes, or in the job, yeah. So it was a very challenging experience. It's fun. There's plenty of tears in there, and it's also painful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So you both have worked in jobs, you have seen your success and failures in jobs also, and then you move on to becoming an entrepreneur. And I think before you found your right business to become successful and do some right things, you sure went through a couple of businesses. So what are the few things you think that a person in a job who always wants to become an entrepreneur or start a business, why should he first look at doing their own business and not keep on working for someone else, and what they should be prepared for? I mean, as an entrepreneur, you know it's not an easy journey all the time. But everybody wants to do a startup now and everybody wants to be their own boss. But do they need to prepare themselves in any way for the challenges they are facing? Because now you come from a job and you're used to a particular salary. And as an entrepreneur, there is a lot of uncertainty because you're trying to get into a new business, learning. I'm sure you've seen all of it.
Yeah.
So what do you think is?
I think yes. Many people they envy successful business people. They own big houses, they own nice car, they travel around the world, and they like to be their own entrepreneur too. You see, but to become an entrepreneur, you also need guts. You need to have guts. You see, and that's only just one of the ingredient. But most of all, experience really count. You see, because a lot of young people when they step into the society and become their entrepreneur from a very young age, one of the disadvantage was their inexperiences. Okay, and also connection. Okay, so you need time to build up all this experience. You need time to build up more context, all this. Okay, and so therefore, if I have to give some advice to the young entrepreneur, okay, be patient. Okay, everything when you start is not going to be easy. Okay, but the important thing, you have to be very focused on your objective. Okay, so once you have focused on that objective, just prepare for any challenges that come your way.
Absolutely.
Nothing is going to be smooth. Okay, but your mindset has got to be strong.
Yes.
That defeat is not in your dictionary. Okay, only you will prevail as time goes by, going through all these obstacles, these challenges. But I tell you, the journey is going to be very fun.
Yeah.
Okay, because if there's no difficulty, no, it's not fun. You say, you just so easy and become successful. It's no fun at all. You need to go through some a little bit of stress to make things more interesting.
And Jenny, as a woman,
Yes.
a journey of an entrepreneur is far more difficult. I understand from a lot of them, especially when you're a single woman or a single mom, or even when you're a housewife, you're taking care of the children and the house and trying to be an entrepreneur. and you have seen it all, and now being the grandmom also, the challenges are multiple. So
Yeah.
tell us about that, as a lady out there or as a young girl out there, if they want to go out and be an entrepreneur and they also have to manage all this, what they should be looking at, or what are the things?
I think the most important factor as a woman to become an entrepreneur is to have a ready mindset, right? Because there's going to be so many things coming along the way,
Yeah.
and there's going to be plenty of challenges. So if you take challenge as a challenge, then it will be a challenge. Right?
Yeah.
But if you take a challenge as the capacity that you can hold on to, that will be a fun journey for you.
Yeah.
Because every challenge that comes by will develop you into a different version of you as an entrepreneur. And if you are ready to get all kinds of different situation, and you are able to handle all kinds of different situation,
Yeah.
that means you are all ready for a bigger project and bigger experiences in your life. So you need to have a balanced mindset, a challenge, all ready mindset to be able to go through this path and go for this roller coaster ride.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I see that you both have mentioned about mindset, and I know how important someone's mindset is, working on themselves, personal development, how important it is to have mentors. So, would you like to touch a little bit on? Do you do a lot of personal development? Do you think that somebody should have a mentor? Because you said that most of the young people want to start a business, but they don't have a experience, and that's why a mentor with an experience who's already done what you're trying to do is important. But in your experience, how important is a mentor, and should they be working on themselves, working on their mindset? How important is mindset in success?
I think, thank you for asking this question. In fact, when I was much younger, I really walked the road blindly.
Yeah.
I don't have a mentor. And therefore, I make a lot of mistake, and I also miss out a lot of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay. So as I start to grow, not older, I grow more matured. As I start to grow more matured, and I look back at those things that knocked me down. Okay, and I was wondering how nice if I have a so-called a life coach, somebody that teach me about life. Okay, a mentor. Okay, to guide me on my entrepreneur business or this. I would have avoided a lot of mistakes, and I would have succeeded
Lot more faster.
much more faster. Okay, in in fact now, because lack of mentor, I have to get into crisis, right? So I would strongly advise anyone, even I advise my own children. You see, sometimes no, our children don't really take what we say to them, but they will listen to a mentor. Okay, so same things goes to everyone. Okay, get a mentor. Listen to their advice. They gone through it, and you have nothing to lose. Okay, to kind of reflect on what they have advised you or said to you, and I guarantee you, okay, you will cut short a lot of the mistake in your journey, and become successful much more faster.
Yes, definitely. How about you, Jenny? How important thing is working on your mindset and having a mentor?
I totally agree to have a mentor in our life. Yeah, because sometimes when we are in a certain situation, we are blind by what we are doing. The mentor is our lights
Guiding
in
light.
front of us to guide us what's going to be ahead. You know, having a mentor will save a lot of time to waste doing the wrong thing. Yeah. So having a mentor is very important.
And I think in our life, it's not just one mentor. We come across so many people who end up becoming our mentors, from somebody like Jim Rohn for us, where we probably not meet him very often, but we listen to him and we learn from him. And once or twice in our life, when we meet him, we still become a mentor. A lot of people on the way. I have come across so many mentors in my life. I've learned so much from, and I'm learning still right now from 10, 20 people. But there are few people who actually guide us, like you said,
Yeah.
Another important thing I want to ask you, which Jenny touched upon, I was so fortunate that I didn't have to starve because I learned selling. And how important you think is this to art of learning selling for everybody? Because a lot of people say, oh, I want to do business, but I don't want to sell. I don't want to do sales. And selling is something I don't like. And I do not know personally any business that without selling or without sales can have a business. So, because you brought that up, I think it would be good to hear from you why selling is important and why we should not stop, run away from selling, learn it as much as possible, because I think it's a very crucial thing. What do you want to say on that?
Who is not selling?
Yeah.
Right? In any kind of perspective, if you go for interview in your job, you are actually selling your skill, your knowledge or your expertise to your boss, so they could hire you, right?
Absolutely.
So selling to different people means different things. So some people feel like, oh, if I have to sell a cup of tea, that means I'm selling. So some people feel like, oh, if I'm presenting myself, I'll be selling myself. So every day we are actually intentionally or unintentionally selling something without even us knowing. So there's nothing to be afraid to sell.
Can selling be learned and mastered?
Of course, we can, because the mentor will show you and or lead you by example, by just using a very, very simple script or simple sentence. You will have that power to know how to sell.
Yeah. Because a lot of people think that people are born salesmen or you are not. No, nobody is a born salesman.
Right.
It's just that somebody who learns it and makes a lot of preparation and practice it's a successful salesman. That's all it is, or a successful business person.
A very typical example is baby are not born to feed
Yeah.
by themselves, right? They are born to feed by when the beginning stage of their life.
Yeah.
They need someone to feed them, right? As they grow along the way, they become bigger, they can feed by themselves. These are all the examples that we show
Yeah.
the baby how to do it. So if you can't sell now, doesn't mean that you can't sell forever,
True.
right? As long as you have a mentor or teacher to teach you, you'll be able to sell.
Yes, I totally agree. Nobody is born a salesman. I have this experience when I was very young. My very first sales job, after a few days of training, then we were sent to this big office building. So each of us are assigned to knock on a few
Yeah.
doors. Okay. So the very first office that I knocked on, when I stepped inside it, I got a totally shock of my life. My mouth, everything just jammed up. I don't know what to do, what to say. Okay. I can only remember I said, oh, I'm sorry, I went to the wrong place. I get up, closed the door, went downstairs, took a bus home, and called my supervisor. I'm quitting. You see, so nobody is born a salesperson, but after that, I need to break the ice, and along the way, after a couple of years or this thing, most of the time become the top salesperson in the company that
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
so nobody is born as a salesperson. You need to break the ice. You need to go and do it on this, and everything you do for a period of time, you get used to it.
Absolutely. How important it is to work on yourself, because a lot of people are trying to change everything around them. They say the government is not good. They say my family is not good. They say the weather is not good. They say because we are poor, we are not successful. Because I have no time, I am not successful. Because my father is not rich, I am not successful. So instead of working on themselves and making themselves better, they try to work on the world and try to change the world. What do you think? How important are you working on yourself every single day, trying to make yourself better? Is that how important it is for success?
I think that is very important. Everything starts from us. Okay, if we are negative, everything around us will be negative. Okay, Jenny and myself, we always say that when we take a flight to any country,
Yeah.
the safety demonstration, they say when the oxygen mask drop down, okay, you need to help yourself first.
First,
okay,
yeah.
put on the mask first, okay, before you can tend to other people. So it's a very good question. Okay. For us, like when we I'm back to myself, when we are mentally very positive,
Yes.
okay, and we going to now improve ourselves, okay, we're going to upgrade our lifestyle or this thing, then there is the great chance that we can help other people. You see, if we can't help ourselves, how can we be qualified to help anyone?
Absolutely. Now, before we move to the next section and I ask them this question, I will like to say that after all these struggles in their life and failures and bankruptcy as well, Sam and Jenny have built a fantastic business. They are one of the top people here in Singapore. Not only they learned from a lot of their mentors, but they are mentoring thousands of people, and they have a business in few millions of dollars. I can't not tell you more, but they have a fantastic house. We are here in Singapore, and you will have very few people owning such houses and cars that they drive. So I am not going to go into the numbers, but they're doing pretty well, fantastic well. Now, something which you want to learn from Sam and Jenny, apart from working on themselves, is how important it is to manage the money you earn, because most of these young kids want to just earn the money and then they just want to blow the money on buying these cars. I know you have some fancy cars and you have house. I'm sure you have been through that when you were young, and you have children and now they have children. So how important it is, money management, what are the things they should learn in a long term to
I think for myself, I always have this philosophy. You buy what you need, not buy what you want. You see, everything we want in the world, everything, you see. But the important thing is that you're not going to make $1,000 and then you're going to spend $1,100 a month. That's already you are mismanaging your finances for your life. Okay. So I have a very a good wife here. Okay, all our income, all this that goes to her. Okay, and she manages everything.
She's
She know
very good.
what we need, and she know what we need for reserve also, which is very important. So that's why the country have their reserve fund. Okay, at home, my Minister of Finance here also will build our reserve fund. So it's very important in life, managing your money well. And Jenny is the best person that you.
So the Minister of Finance should tell us now what
We
to
learn
do.
from our experience, because when we were okay, when we were younger, we didn't have any plan for. We think like the money can be forever there for us.
Yeah.
We have no plans. We just like spend like crazy. We don't care about what's going to happen because the future. But we learn from our experience. Money cannot always be there for you, because we need to learn to love, to let the money flow in the right way, right?
Absolutely.
So then with our previous experience, we know that we have to have spare money. The most important is we also learn from a mentor to let your money make money for you,
Yeah.
right? We don't want to become the slave of our money and spending on unnecessary thing that we can't bring it away, because building money and allowing the money to make money, we are leaving behind a legacy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when money is being taken care and is there for good use, I think it will naturally flow you to and allow you to become grateful for what you have. Yeah. So I agree with Sam. What Sam say is what we want or what we need. Yeah. Sometimes we may want something, but we cannot do that too often, right?
True.
So let the money be that the energy generation to allow them to help us to make more money so that we can give it to people or use it in a better place. Yeah.
True. Okay, so now we come to the fun part of the podcast, the last part of the podcast, and we are going to ask you a couple of questions, which is, what do you like about Jenny and me, and what you don't like about Jenny and me? And then we are going to tell, I'm going to say what do I like about Jenny and don't like about Jenny, what do I like about you and you don't like about it. And Sam, you also have to say what you like about Jenny and not like about Jenny. Look at his face. It's like, oh, am I going to get dinner tonight after this?
Oh, that's a
And then what you don't like about me and like about me. So who's going to go first?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my nap. I'll take my leave.
Wow, I like this game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this-
So I think you should go first because you like the game ladies first.
So I'll talk about you first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what I like about Heyman is he's very direct, he's very frank, and he's just himself, right? And what I didn't like about him is, why are you so irritating? No, I don't really see. I haven't noticed anything.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
I try not to do things which irritate people.
Now you know I don't like you. But yeah, I think in life there's something that you feel like you like and you feel like you don't like. But I've learned also to accept things that you doesn't
Yes.
like and agree with things that you like and fall in love with more things that you like. And what I like about Sam is he's a very responsible man. He takes care of the family and he's loving. What I don't like about him is he's very naggy and long-winded. You know, yeah, but I think basically I have learned to live with what I like and what I don't like.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And one more thing
appreciate everything that we have.
So one more thing before we move on to, what do you learn from me and what did you learn from Sam in your life?
What I learned from you is keeping cool. To me, you are like a swan swimming in the river. You are very cool, but I know that you are really like paddling too very fast, and nobody wants to stop at who they are. You know, like
Sure.
I know with your energy, with what you are doing, we are also pacing ourselves. Yeah.
Thank you.
So what's the question?
What do you learn from Sam?
What I learned from Sam. Okay, what I learned from Sam is his persistence. Yeah, when he wants to do something, he really
Go after it.
go with his way, and he will do it no matter how
Absolutely.
his way. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter, right? I told you.
So after the kind words, Sam, your turn.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay, so I'm talking about her first or you?
Yeah, look at that.
Talking about me first.
Okay. Okay, so the best part about her is that she is very generous.
Absolutely.
Okay. But that is also her weakness also. See, that depends. People who appreciate it, this is really her strength. People who take advantage of it, it becomes her weakness.
True.
Okay? So, and another good point about her is that especially in our business, okay, in our business. So I found a good business partner in
Yeah.
her is that she has mentioned earlier she's a trained sales
Yeah.
personnel, right? That it comes to selling, okay, she's really a good so-called person that you should learn from. Okay, because she don't pressure
Yeah.
people selling. She make it so that people so comfortable they're willing to come and say,
Yeah. Take my money.
I'll take my money. What else do I need?
What more I can buy from you?
So sometimes I wonder, is that selling or no? These people just willingness. So I leave it up to y'all to decide what you call it. Okay. But also her.
Did you sell yourself to her or she sold you? She bought you.
I bought it on sale.
I was on offer on the shelf. I pick it up. Okay. But the other things that I don't like about her is that she's good at selling, but the things that not that I don't like about, I mean her weak point is that she's not a good buyer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. She don't know how to bargain. So people will take the knife and really chop
Yeah.
off all this. Okay. And subsequently, usually she pay more
More than the
than
price.
the value of it. So that
What did you learn from?
okay, I learned from her also that charity. So she always put aside certain sum, okay, to help the people that needs help. And the very first time that I witnessed that was that someone at the void deck that she don't even know, and she think that the person is in trouble, and she just asked, okay, so what you need? Oh, I need milk powder for my baby. I need pampers or this thing. Okay, give me your address. And the next moment, she will just go online or NTUC or what, blah, 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 order. And
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's not one time, no.
Many
several
times.
times, you see.
Yeah, this is because I have a generous husband.
Yeah, but I won't
She
stop
allows
saying-
me to use the money on charity. Yeah.
because we've been
Yeah,
down
we
in our
broke
life
before.
before.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah,
We have been there. We know
Yeah.
there are some genuine people who have problems.
You see, to some people, $50 is not a lot of money, but when you are in a situation that your pocket is really minus zero, even $5 is a lot.
Absolutely. True. Very true. Very true.
And come back to you.
Yeah,
Stephen.
please.
I won't forget. Okay, so before I know you, now how we cross paths a few times now. I always say this guy is quite cool. He look like a Bollywood star, you know, with his a nice beard, all this, and he's always give me the impression that he's so neat. You know, this person. I mean, look at your hairstyle. You know, a lot of men don't really bother about their hair, especially myself also. I think, wow, okay. But then when we start to get to know each other, so I kind of sometimes throw some of my frustration that I have now, and now I regard you as my mentor already. You always tell me this, okay, so if you win this, does your income increase? I say no. Then why do you want to get into all this
Fit.
and entanglement on this? Right? So that was a very good advice, because that kind of advice really helped me calm down and help eliminate a lot of unnecessary stress. You see? So up till today, I still always, when come to this situation, oh, Heman say, oh, is it going to increase my income? No, right? Okay, never. Okay, then happy. Okay. The thing that I dislike about
Yeah,
you,
sure.
you are so fast that sometimes I just need to catch up. Hey man, you forgot that I'm 65 years old. Physically I'm strong, but then but no, the pace of your life is so fast. No, that I need to really catch up. You do everything. It's just no, either now or I don't think about it. Either now or don't think about it. Which I mean, maybe is also your strength. You see, that's why you are successful too. You see.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So this was really exciting, and I'm sure people have learned a lot from all the things you have said. But
I hope so.
before going, one last thing about what is, people keep on asking this all the time. What is the secret of success? Is there a secret, or they just want, everybody comes to all these meetings, all these events, and I'm sure you come across a lot of people, they want to know the secret, and I kept on telling them there is no secret, and they kept on saying, is there a secret? Is there three things which they have, 3 points you will say, if you do these 3 things, success, chances are you getting success is very high.
I think like what you said, there is no secret. See, there's no secret about this, but there's formula
Yeah.
to success. You see, number one is that this number one thing that every successful people have in them is that they're willing to work hard. Okay, they don't look at Sunday, they don't look at public holiday. As long as they need to work, they work.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two is that they don't buy excuses or reason, because if we buy excuses or reason, we won't be able to help them. You see. And number three is that hard work is important, but it's not enough. You see, but you need to be very consistent,
Persistent,
in doing the things. So I deem these three are the most important formula to success. And the last one is that always, always, always don't have a mental block. See, always open to advice. I think that's the bonus tips.
Actually, I did not say what I love about them and what I don't like about them. And I wanted to finish this podcast with this. What I love about these people is they have the biggest heart I have ever seen in this world. They will open up their heart for anybody and everybody. You never feel around them that, we like when I met them, when I meet them, it feels like I meet them every day. And I'm more like her, like his younger brother and something. The way he treats you, the way he takes care, he will never bother about anything. And they have the biggest heart. And I've seen them doing that with everybody, not just us. And Jenny goes to the extent of doing it and helping the unknown people. I mean, you will see her doing it on a airport or on the road, and she will go all the way out to help that person. Yes, we all do that, but she goes far beyond the normal person does. So that's the first thing. Second thing is these people are very humble. And that is why they are very successful. Most successful people are humble, and you will not find so humble people. The way they behave and the way what they are and the way they behave, and I have learned this from them, and they are so humble. That is the second thing. What I don't like about them is because they are so nice, a lot of people take advantage of them and they know that. But the beauty of this whole thing is, even after they knowing that few people take advantage of them, when I asked them once, this is what they said, that just because few people are bad, we don't have to be stopped being good.
Yes.
And that's what they believe and they practice every day. And I am so fortunate to be part of their life and they're part of my life. So thank you very much for giving your time. And we are so honored
so much.
to learn from you, listen from you every single day.
Thank you, Roman, and we learn so much from you too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So keep on watching these podcasts and we will come up with interesting stories, interesting people, learning from failures. This is Mentor Hemang and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.